Everybody check out Millie's new trick.
If you're happy and clap your hands.
Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Jordan here. Today we're going to be working on the raised platform. Well, actually, we're going to be finishing the raised platform. You know, it's so close to being done. It just needs one spooky addition in this far corner that will be above some other spooky things. That's the Haunted Mansion and also the Haunted House Drop Ride. But yeah, we plan on putting a pretty exciting set in this corner right beside the medieval blacksmith. And of course that set is the new Disney Hocus Pocus Sanderson Sisters Cottage, which comes with 6 minifigures, 3 of which are witches. Maybe we'll have them flying above the amusement park. That might be pretty funny. But this cottage is going to look great in that corner. We've got a 48 by 48 base plate open for it. It'll probably sit in that corner at an angle like that there, so we can see the water wheel and also like the front entrance. And I think it'll look good if it's at that interesting angle, sort of looming above the amusement park. So I guess step number 1 is to get this base plate out of here. It's quite the reach. Oh my goodness. I'm going to use a lamp post to try and get it out, and it's going to be in there real tight. Yeah, it's pretty much a perfect fit here with these raised platform coverings. It might be a bit of a struggle to sort of jam it in there once we have this plate placed, but we can get that out. There's also some open studs on top of these train tunnels, and I hope to transform that as well. So here's the parts that will be used to transform that plate. We've got all sorts of green plates, green bricks, and of course some 2x2 bricks in various colors, because we're going to raise it up just like we've done with lots of the other plates on the raised platform there. And then of course we need a bunch of green plate as well. So essentially we're going to be creating a structure on this 48 by 48 plate, and maybe it's going to be positioned hopefully somehow like this. However, it is sort of a tight fit with this front gate here, especially if I want to put it at that angle, right? So I have to think about how we're going to do that. Maybe this gate needs to be like reconfigured and maybe even extended so it goes around the whole property from like edge to edge. That might be pretty neat. And you know what? This is actually going to be fairly easy to do because this is going to be up against a wall. So this can actually be a flat back. It doesn't need to taper upward like most of our other plates. And then this is going to be against the back wall as well. So that's the same thing there. So we only need to taper the left edge and also the front of the plate. So it should be fairly easy. The base construction is complete, so it sits on the colorful bricks. Those will sort of get hidden. It's just like the Mills plate base of it. And then put some brown, dark green, and green bricks just in a staircase pattern. There's a little bit of like trail leading up here. But we're running really low on green bricks, so that's why I decided to put some of the brown and dark greens in and actually add some nice color to it as well. Around back, like I was saying, it doesn't really matter what color we use because that's going to be up against a wall. So just did some support pillars and and bridged them with 2x6s. Now I just need to top this entire thing here, and you're going to do that using some 16x16 light gray plates, 4 of them, and then fill this in with other colors. And once I get it topped, we'll be able to place the actual cottage on top and then start covering those like light gray plates and miscellaneous large plates that we have just to build the structure with ones that make sense, like the browns and greens, etc., to try and actually make it look decorative and match the feel of this cottage here. But yeah, pretty cool base construction, right? Like I've built so many of these, it's fairly easy at this point, know exactly how to do it. So it's good. You can whip this together pretty fast now. In addition to the plate being topped, details have been added to those rectangular bricks as well. So there's some slopes, curved slopes, bamboo, leaf elements, some of the modified 1x2s that are rounded, and then just some more vegetation. Definitely does a great job of blending in the rectangular shape of the 2x4 bricks. And then this reddish brown trail right here will connect to the entrance of the Sanderson Sisters Cottage. And the cottage fits perfectly on that plate. This entrance is going to go like that, and it does articulate, so we should be able to extend it to the edge of the plate. In fact, these sections will likely be brought to the edge of the plate just because they're a little bit wider, and they sort of block the view of the cottage. And it's not the end of the world if we just bring those over there and then create custom ones using the same ladder pieces to connect to the original sections. So we're actually going to extend this gate so it sort of frames the entire yard of the cottage. So there had to be a little bit of a creek because, of course, it has a water wheel, right? So there's the creek. There's not much space for it to, like, leave the plate, but there you go. It goes behind the cottage and sort of enters right there on the side of the cottage, just behind the meandering gate that has been extended. So we've got the main portion right there with the tombstones, and then a replica of that using masonry bricks, some tiles, the fence elements, some modified plates with the upward clips and cylinders, and some dark gray masonry as well. So 2 sections that connect to the main gate. And then the same on this side here, 2 more custom sections that connect to the other part with like the dead tree. And that sort of frames the entire plate. It's coming along great. The next thing that we have to do is just sort of texture the entire grounds, because there's a lot of just studs there. I want to remove some of those studs by using my big bag of slopes here, some other miscellaneous colored slopes, and all sorts of other parts such as curved slopes, plates, studs, and other vegetation. All right, here we go. It's all done. Now we just get the excitement of placing it in the Lego City on the raised platform above the amusement park. Looking pretty good though, hey? This custom 48 by 48 plate does a great job of hosting the Sanderson sisters cottage. And of course, nothing is that easy when you're working in the very far corner of the Lego City. Had to remove the upper portion of the platform covering and then slide that plate in there. And it was funny, check it out. A little leaf got wedged between the raised platform and the wall, so I wasn't able to slide the plate to the back. So of course I've been hopping on the table here and causing some destruction while placing this. Something very minor, but just a piece of advice to you if you are building a Lego City. Don't pull a Bricksie and don't put your Lego City butt up against a wall, because walls aren't straight. And you can start to notice that in the corner because the wall sort of comes outward a bit. And as you move this way, you'll see that this isn't aligning perfectly with the plate just because the wall is not straight. So experiencing a bit of a misalignment over here. It's very it's very discreet, not very noticeable, but I know it's there, so it drives me crazy, but it is what it is. I'm going to leave it like that. There you go. Check it out. The witches are flying above on their vacuum, mop, and broom. And then the kids are down here scared, running away. It's looking pretty good placed. I think it fills that corner just perfectly, and I really like the angle that it's at as well. Just a beauty choice for above the amusement park. Before I reassemble the amusement park and continue working over there, well, I've got to fix this fountain. It's just completely out of place. There we go, that's much better, and now it's ready for some details. To top the train tunnels, we've got a bunch of dead trees on this plate here. Decided to make this removable, so it's actually going to sit on some jumpers. And there's an Easter egg. Check it out. We got this wicked cool minifigure right here, Discovering Groot. This minifigure is actually crazy. Dual molded legs, dual molded arms, side of leg print detailing, arm print detailing with the watch. Really nice figure. And look at that little Easter egg of Groot. So to place this on top of those train tunnels, and then there should be some additional blending that I'll have to do as well. And with that, everybody, the raised platform is now complete. Our little haunted corner over here, right? The witch's cottage, the haunted mansion, the haunted house. Ooh, very spooky. And then some dead trees with Groot. I think I'm also going to fix up this 16 by 16 plate on this side of the entrance, and maybe I'll try to fix up the 16 by 32 on that side of the entrance as well. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Now that sidewalk from this train station connects to the sidewalk in front of the amusement park entrance, and then to the sidewalk over there in front of the other train station. And also the pull-in for drop-off has been moved in front of the train station as well. You can't drop people off at the front entrance to the park. No way. But I also got to create some more palm trees. I got those parts on order. Probably be adding some palm trees there, and also to the green space over there as well, just to make it look consistent. Really happy with the placement of the Hocus Pocus set, and also some of the upgrades we've started making to the exterior of the amusement park. Let me know what you think of the changes by commenting below. Thank you so much for coming on by. I hope you enjoyed this update. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. And farewell.